All right, welcome everyone. This is your lesson 10, 11, 12. Not quite retake yet. You're hoping to take the retake. You want to get to the retake, but we are doing our quiz corrections here. So, directions wise, find the product. Product means that you need to find the answer to a multiplication problem. So, the big thing we're keeping in mind here is that we multiply numbers with numbers and letters with letters. So when we multiply numbers with numbers, 5 times 7 gives me a 35. When you multiply numbers and letters, what do? Well, you just put them up against each other. 35 DG. That's it, people. I know. That's it. So 2AB times 3C, numbers and numbers. 2 times 3 is 6. We're multiplying with the letters now, just right up against each other. ABC. All right. Letter C, same idea, numbers the numbers. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 3 gives me 36. And then ACD. All right, again, numbers get pushed right up against the letters to mean multiplication. Letters are right up against letters to mean multiplication. And the last one here, it's just 12 ABCD. No numbers to multiply it with, so they're just right up against each other. All right, we're going to factor here. All right, so factoring, we need to use the greatest common factor to write equivalent expression. So when we factor, we have to find the greatest common factor. And here I'm looking at that 6x and the 8y. They don't have any letters in common, but what's the biggest number that I can take out of 6 and 8? Yeah, that's 2. All right, so what we're looking to do now is what can you multiply by? 2 times what's going to give me 6x? 2 times what is 6? 3. So that's a 3x. I've got an addition sign. 2 times what's going to give me 8? Well, that's 4, so the 4y comes along for the ride. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Take it out, and then we need to figure out what to multiply by to rewrite it. So here, the greatest common factor, and this is your one large number here, and we won't see a lot of these large numbers, but we'll definitely see some of them there. You might think, oh, 2. Ooh, 4. How about 6? But the greatest common factor ends up being here 12. All right, which means if I take out 12, that's 2 groups that are on the inside. That means 1 group that's on the inside, so it's just a minus a y. Now, let's say, for example, you thought it was a 6. All right, this is kind of show you how you can kind of realize, wait a second, there's something else that's going on. If you take out a 6, that means you have 4 groups on the inside, all right, and you have 2 groups on the inside. When you look at what's inside the parentheses, is there anything else in common? There certainly is. There's a 2, so we can take out more. That lets you know that there is a larger one to end up using there. So do keep that in mind. So that's not answer related there, but just again, something to watch for. All right, in letter C, in 13 and 9, nothing's going to fit into both of those, but I do have an x that's in common. So I'm going to take out the x. So 13 times what is 13x? Well, that's 13. And x times what's going to give me 9x? Well, that's going to give me 9. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that you needed there. And letter D here, greatest common factor between 4 and 8? Bit 2? No, 4. Yep, and that's just multiplication facts, ladies and gentlemen. It is why you invested all that time in elementary school. So 4 times what's going to give me 4x? Well, that's going to be x. 4 times x is 4x. And then 4 times what's going to give me 8? That's going to be a 2. And so that's what you're looking at. Let's go down to the last part there, using your distributed property. So we are going to distribute here, which means, as we talked about, it's like Halloween. Number up against parentheses does need to multiply, but look, 2 people have showed up to the door. So we need to give candy to everyone. So 3 times x is 3x. Bring down your addition sign. 3 times 2, that's a 6. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all you got to do for those guys. So 2 times 3x, 6x. 2 times 7, 14. 6x plus 14. All right. 5 times the 4x, well, that's 20x. 5 times the y, well, that's 5y. There you go. I know, shocking. Right now, hopefully you're going, how did I miss that? And that's okay if you're saying that, as long as you know what you're doing moving forward. So a times b, that gives me ab plus, and then when you do a times c, you do get ac. And there's our answer. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that you had to do for it there. Remember, at this stage of the game, you do want to show me your quiz corrections. All right, I'll let you know that what paper you need to do for your practice. Get that turned in, and then you will be ready to retake your quiz.